Hi, let's do some drawing. Okay, so today is October 1st, and so that means the whole month of October I am going to participate in this business that is called Inktober, and so that means I'm going to do one drawing in some form or fashion of some sort of ink drawing for the entire month. I got myself a whole brand new box of these Pigma, these Micron pens. I really love these pens. I'm sure you've seen me drawing with them in past videos. I got a brand spanking new set of 6 different pens, mostly so that I could try out. I've never had a one with this fine a tip. It's a 003, which is 2 whole numbers below the 005, which is the smallest one that I've used in the past. You got to be really gentle with them because the tips they're so tiny that they'll definitely like bend over. Anyway, so I've picked out this. Actually went through a lot of magazines and tore out a bunch of human beings to draw during the month. But I found this guy, Brother Leonard, to draw this week, or today, rather. So I don't really even know what Inktober is, honestly. I discovered it kind of late last year after it was, maybe people were already doing it, or I was also kind of busy with the other fall challenge, which is to do a little recording within the community of the 424 recording community. So I was like really kind of invested in that. So I'm going to say that was probably the reason, or that I discovered it just way too late in the game. So it's basically, from what I understand, I think people have different prompts, or like maybe they'll do, a series. I thought like, oh, maybe I'll just draw all of my favorite musicians or something. And then I just sort of second guessed that earlier today and went with somebody that I cut out of the like a 1940s Life magazine. So I don't have any real plans. I do have this brand spanking new little moleskin to draw in. So I'll keep them all in inside this moleskin. And I kind of hadn't even planned on doing. I hadn't really even planned on doing this video, but I figured I would at some point during the course of the month, and then it dawned on me that maybe the best time to do it would be for the first drawing. So here we are. Yeah, I'm not sure that there's really any rules to this. I'm just going to draw whatever I feel like drawing every day and try to put at least 5 to 10 minutes into each drawing. I think if I have more time, I'll go into more detail. Mostly I want to do it because I'm looking to kind of just do more large-scale art over the course of the winter. And so I've been keeping sketchbooks all throughout the summer and stuff. But I just kind of want to really make sure that I'm staying in and practicing. And so I feel like a daily challenge is a great way to make sure that I am continuing to practice. And so that when it comes time to start these drawings like I'm not starting from scratch. So that's kind of my thought process behind it. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. It's very rainy here, and I'm sorry. If it's kind of no, I'm using the SM58 microphone, hoping that it doesn't pick up the background noise of the dehumidifier, which I kind of constantly keep going whenever it's raining as hard as it is, just to make sure that it stays dry down here in the basement. Hopefully it's not too loud. So I'm going to do some like real big drawings, I think, this winter. I'm going to kind of pull the brakes on painted blonde. Not entirely or anything, but I'm going to just kind of step back for the winter months. From what I understand, it's not like the best time to release albums anyway. So hopefully I'll do another couple releases here in the next month or two, and then I'll be able to focus on doing some artwork, and kind of doing something besides album art. And also with doing that stuff, maybe kind of getting out there and trying to find places to show my artwork besides Instagram. No offense, Instagram, but there's got to be other places, especially nearby here in Madison, Wisconsin, where I would guess the art community is thriving and just waiting for some oddly drawn people to be hanging on walls for strange people to come and look at them and talk about them. So this guy is he's sure a looker, I think. What do you think? So I don't know, should I talk about the process of drawing someone? I obviously start with this left eye and just sort of work out. There are many ways to go about the process of drawing a person. You can, start with an oval and do kind of like a big cross and to measure things out. Whenever I'm doing my own thing, like I just really don't care to measure out things. I just like to see how it comes out from my eyeballs down to my brain, or into my brain, and then down to my hands, and kind of see like I say that and I just like literally was like totally lining stuff up, but for the most part I just like to see how it looks, or how it comes out. If I draw a chin too big, so be it. Kind of, I guess, depends on the mood that I'm in and what my goals are for that particular piece. Kind of want to see like what kind of detail can I get in with this little tiny pen. I want to work on my cross hatching this month. I think that would be really cool. Maybe do some what is that called? Stippling? I'm gonna be completely wrong on that, like little dots, Those are always fun. Gosh, I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. I picked up my daughter from school today in the car, and I only took my phone with me because I had some podcasts I was catching up on. I was catching up on the Other Record Labels podcast. It was a really great episode. I don't remember the label's name that Scott was talking to, but it was fantastic. And then I was catching up on Andy from People Are the Enemies podcast, and then but I didn't really think about the fact that Sylvia, my 3-year-old, is probably not going to want to listen to podcasts when she gets in the car. So I didn't have, I use an iPod generally, and I didn't have that with me. So I pulled up Spotify, and they had this reissue of Abbey Road, the super deluxe edition on there. And I thought, oh great, I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't have an account though. Like, I just have a free account, so it's on shuffle, which I don't mind. Especially something like that. It's kind of fun to just sort of discover what all they've put on there, and so I don't know. How do you guys feel about these reissues? I mean, we're getting them every couple of years, it seems like. The White Album, I feel like that one just came out. And I wonder what they'll do for Let It Be. Will they do anything? Maybe they'll finally release the Let It Be movie. But I don't know. I enjoy them. I'm not going to go out and buy them because it's just kind of crazy. The Beatles have gotten enough of my cold hard cash in their day. But so anyway, I was shuffling through this, and I don't know why, but Spotify played some live track by Car Seat Headrest. I don't feel like that matches up with Abbey Road at all. Is that an algorithm thing? I don't even know. I was just luckily we were just about to pull into the driveway. It was just so weird. I've never really gotten into that band, and I sure as heck haven't followed them, or I don't know how Spotify works, where you kind of like something, or I don't know how it works, but I've just never gotten into that band. So I don't know if they've put out a live album or whatever, but it was some random live track, and I was just like, this is not the Ballad of John and Yoko, Take 7, which is what I would like to hear right now. So I only got to hear a few tracks because we don't live very far from the school. So I can't give you a full review. I can tell you that I did not enjoy that live track from Car Seat Headrest either. Do you guys like that band? I feel like they get really great reviews, and I don't get it. Not my cup of tea, I guess. But what else? The Fall Song Challenge is coming along great. I think I'm done, actually. I did send it to a friend to see if I could get some vocals. I'm going to keep that hush-hush just in case they can't contribute, because everyone is so busy. It's a busy time of year. But my parts are done and Gil's parts are done, so it just needs some mixing. And so that was crazy fast. I just did not expect that to happen so quickly. And then Gil also did a song. He got a new Casio, and so it's got a little drum machine going and a really nice little song. And I tried my best to add some cool bass parts and kind of failed. I think he might have done something to it and used it, and also a little organ part. I don't know if he's entirely done with that one or not, but we're really ahead of the game for the Fall Song Challenge. So that feels really good. And then put in an order for some cassettes to do some dubbing pretty soon. So I'll be finishing up a Painted Blonde release pretty soon. How long have we been going here? Oh wow, this is really long. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna call this. Okay, thanks for sitting with me and drawing. Hope everyone has a good Inktober. I'll most likely be posting these on Instagram for sure, like in the stories. So I don't want to like bombard everybody with weirdo drawings every day, right? I don't know. But so you can find me on Instagram. It's underneath my name. I'll link it down below. You can see how filling up this book goes this month. All right. I hope you enjoyed my review of car seat headrest, and I hope you all have a lovely Wednesday, and I hope to talk to you very soon on the internet, or maybe in real life. Okay,